Hello all. Well, despite my reservations, I watched Madam Web, and whilst it's not great, it's not the worst thing I've watched recently. Damning with faint praise, I guess. Unlike some of my far more successful contemporaries, I didn't rail at the trailer. I thought it looked fine and a relatively interesting concept. Obviously, in current day, with movies made for a modern audience, a female-led film has red flags all over it, and that's a real shame. And to be honest, this one does fall into the snarky woman archetype, three of them, in fact. A powerful woman comment, and of course the sudden useless man trope. But it doesn't really delve into the depths of identity politics. For the most part, it's just telling a story. And that basic story is Cassandra Webb dies briefly, gets the power of precognition, and has to protect three future Spider-Women from the bad guy. Dakota Johnson is likeable enough in the role, although it drifts into stereotype, and at the start it almost feels like the setup for a romance movie rather than superhero film. Of the three girls she's trying to save, only Sydney Sweeney as Julia stands out, probably because she has the only non-snarky personality type. The editing is choppy, really not helped by the fractious nature of Cassie's visions, and at times it feels amateurish. The action is fine to lame, there's no real suspense, tension, or heart to it in fact. But despite that, the first half is fine, a bit flat but fine. Then, at the 77-minute mark, it goes to full-on stupid, with a move that is so nonsensical it kills the movie dead. And when we do get to the payoff, it's chaotic, ridiculous, and groaning-inducingly contrived. The villain himself is just lacklustre, there's no palpable threat to him at all. Partly because he's hobbled by contrivances to enable the plot to move forward. You know the kind of thing, instead of administering a killing blow, he just stands around waiting for something else to happen, which happens to the nth degree in the finale. There are some nods and links to Spider-Man, a couple of really heavy ones, but to be honest I found them quite irritating, and one potentially undermines a pivotal moment in his life. I imagine it will bomb in cinemas, and justifiably so. It feels like it should be a straight-to-video affair or a streaming exclusive. I don't think it ever had the chops to be released in the cinemas. Now often I watch films and I'm frustrated by what could have been, and this is no exception. There's a kernel of a good idea at the heart of this, and say just imagine if the person she had to save was a young Peter Parker, instead of these three derivative Spider-Women, and none of them even Jessica Drew. So if I was you, I'd wait to watch it free on streaming, but don't spend any money on it, it's really not worth it. Anyway, I'll leave that there. Have you watched it yet, and what did you think? Do you think my idea would have improved it, or do you think they'd have just undermined Peter if that was the film they'd made? Thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and peace out.